All right, everybody, got 15 seconds here. You want to get a countdown from me? Let's go. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There was a time where Sony stood at the peak of handheld gaming innovation. This is mostly accredited to the original PSP, also known as the PlayStation Portable, a device that was released in 2004 with a very bold vision. This wasn't just another Game Boy competitor. This was something entirely new. A powerful multimedia machine that can fit right in your pocket. A sleek, futuristic console that could play 3D games, movies, music, and even has an internet browser built into it. It was, for its time, a marvel. Sony's approach was aggressive. They weren't just trying to build on the success of the PlayStation 2, they were trying to redefine what handheld gaming could be. With a big bright screen, impressive hardware, and a catalog of top-tier titles such as God of War, Chains of Olympus, and Monster Hunter, the PSP carved out a very unique space, and this was very clear because it sold 80 million units worldwide, a staggering number for a first attempt in the handheld space. The success of the PSP didn't happen in a vacuum. This was at a time when handheld gaming was exploding in popularity. The Nintendo DS was dominating the scene with its dual screen and family-friendly appeal, while mobile phones and iPods were slowly creeping into the territory of casual gaming and entertainment. It was the mid-2000s, and the idea of gaming on the go was becoming more than just a novelty, it was becoming the norm. And Sony, always looking forward, started asking big questions. What if you could streamline the handheld experience even further? What if you didn't need physical discs anymore? What if everything was digital? And so enters the PSP Go. Released in October 2009, the PSP Go was Sony's boldest redesign of the handheld yet. Gone was the UMD drive, instead it had 16 gigabytes of internal storage, a sleek sliding screen, and even Bluetooth support. It was a device that felt modern, minimal, and miles ahead of the clunky disc-based design of the original PSP. Now, on paper, it made sense. The industry was very clearly heading towards digital distribution. Services like Steam and iTunes were changing the way people purchased media and stored it on their devices. And Sony wanted to be at the forefront of that shift. The PSP Go was supposed to represent the future, a disc-free ecosystem where games could be directly downloaded to your device. It was marketed not just as an upgrade, but the next generation of portable gaming. The vision was there and the ambition was there, but reality was far more complicated. For one, the PSP Go launched at a very steep price, $249 in the US, which incredibly made it more expensive than a PlayStation 3 Slim at the time. And unlike traditional generational leaps, the PSP Go wasn't really a true successor. It didn't offer better hardware or maybe even new types of games. It was still the same PSP, just in a different shell and without a disc drive. That's where the real trouble began. See, the PSP Go couldn't really play your old physical UMD games. So if you had a really big collection of PSP titles, there was no actual way of transferring those games onto the PSP Go. Now, Sony promised solutions to this, but they never really fully materialized. Suddenly, early adopters who had invested in the PSP ecosystem were left behind. Retailers weren't happy either. They couldn't sell the games for the PSP Go, and as a result of that, many of them didn't bother to promote the PSP Go when it was released. To make matters even worse, the PlayStation Store didn't carry every game, so some major PSP titles weren't even available in a digital format. So even if some players were ready to embrace the download-only future, the library just wasn't there. In the end, the PSP Go was met with confusion and indifference. It only sold around 2 million units, a far cry from the 80 million of its predecessor. Consumers just didn't understand what it was for. Was it a replacement, a premium version, a test? Sony never really committed to bringing a clear answer to that question. And the result of that? A product that felt experimental, half-supported, and overpriced. And yet, looking back, it's really hard not to appreciate what the PSP Go was trying to do. Today, digital-only consoles are everywhere. The Xbox Series S and the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition completely lack disk drive. Mobile gaming has become the default for millions, with cloud saves, wireless accessories, and downloaded apps as standard. In many ways, the PSP Go predicted the future. It just arrived before the world was ready for it. Bluetooth support, internal storage, compact design. Nowadays, these are baseline expectations. But back in 2009, they were daring, radical even. The PSP Go didn't fail because it was a bad product. It failed because it was ahead of its time. It tried to leap into a future that hadn't fully formed yet. It took a gamble on digital media at a time where the market was still holding on to physical media. It promised ease of use and convenience, but delivered a lot of compromises. And still, there is something so admirable about it. The PSP Go represents that classic Sony ambition, the drive to innovate, the drive to experiment, even at the risk of commercial failure. It's a relic from a transitional era, when gaming was shifting from shelves to servers. So no, the PSP Go wasn't a hit. It wasn't even close. But maybe, just maybe, it laid the groundworks for what handheld gaming would eventually become. A beautiful, misunderstood glimpse of the future, just a little too early. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment. If you want us to make more videos like this, please let us know in the comments. Share this video, whatever you want to do with it. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next Limon Tech video. Thank you.